Welcome back. Still on the lifestyle segment, we'll be talking about Ramadan and the reason why this is important. I have this massive respect for my Muslim friends, brothers and sisters, when the way they respect prayer times. You'll be having conversations with them. You have workshops, you have conferences, and once it's time for prayers, they excuse themselves and they go pray. That has helped me personally, even as a Christian, where I realized that it's extremely important to create time to have connection and communication with God, regardless of your religion. But I really respect that. However, I really wanted to understand what Ramadan is about and what this period which we are celebrating is. And joining us to have that conversation, to educate me and fellow Nigerians.
Yeah, we have Chief Suleiman Ibrahim. Good morning and welcome back, Chief, to the show.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Good morning, Doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah, talking about Ramadan. Ramadan is a special month for every Muslim. And why is it so special for every Muslim? On the first instance, it is being believed that even the Holy Quran was in that month that God sent those within the month of Ramadan that Quran was gotten. Yes. Apart from that, not about only the fasting. Yes, fasting is one of the obligations of Islam. What makes it so special, more special to everybody, is way and manner people behave during the month of Ramadan. You see, after considering the fact that it is an obligation by God for every Muslim to fast, at the breaking of the fast, there are special things that come with it. Talking about Zakat al-Fitr, there is one obligation, gift, a food donation or food zakat that every Muslim, no matter how rich or poor you are expected to give out. Even if you are small, in fact, some even say even the one that are in the womb. So you give on their behalf. So Zakat al-Fitr, everybody must be touched, because no matter how poor you are or wretched you are, someone will reach out to you. And in this very month, I tell you, everybody is willing, is fighting, struggling to see how good he can do, what can he do to assist mankind or humanity in general. Because of the reward, because it's been believed that every act that you do or that you did, you will be rewarded in multiples. So Ramadan is really a special month to every Muslim. Talking about giving out, someone will just, even if you did not complain to him, he will just take. In fact, he will consider it as an opportunity for him to see what he can do to somebody. Even me, last week I was discussing with a friend. My military friend, I mean, he's a senior friend. He said, how far about this? I said, I don't know how I will do. I'm telling you, to the greatest surprise, he take care of my children's Salah clothes. So maybe his children now maybe got one this thing. And later I happen to provide for my children. Then, unknown to me, he planned including my children. So no matter how privileged you are, everybody will want to also reach out to you. So talk less of even the less privileged ones. So Ramadan is a very special month on this earth, more especially those within that last 10 days. There is what we call Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadr is one special night that it is being believed that it is on that night that Quran was gotten. That was the night that every Muslim is searching for. That's why in that last 10 days, if you can see, most of Muslims that are fasting are not, in the night they don't sleep. In the daytime you see them very weak because they spend the night awake. Everybody is eager and looking for that very special night.
So how does this season bring people together, you know, regardless of their backgrounds, their beliefs, and all of that?
Thank you very much, Madam. You see, Islam, it's really emphasized on togetherness, peace, love, in entirety. But people, I don't know, now we just ended Ramadan. People, you see people behaving in a different way, but after the Ramadan, I don't know, human beings used to forget some things. But if everybody will live according to how the scripture describes, I'm telling you, world could have been a paradise. But the situation here is, in every society you find different type of people. Criminality happens here and there. But you see, talking about unity or living together in Islam is compulsory. I'm telling you, Islam emphasizes about your relationship with your neighbor than your personal relative. Because according to Islam, even eating, you are not supposed to eat your night food without understanding the condition of your neighbor. You have to make sure that they cook, they have something to eat. According to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you go to bed, you enjoy yourself, you go to bed without understanding your neighborhood is a sin. So, but people are full of, selfishness. We are carried away by the worldly things we see around us. The truth about it, unity is taken serious. Peace is taken over serious in Islam. But you see, just as we said, community, you see, the society, and the factor behind all these things, I think, is the system we find ourselves. One, governments are not punishing wrongdoers accordingly. And a situation where people are not punished according to what they have committed, it attracts someone to behave that way. And it makes it as if people are celebrating what is not okay. For instance, people celebrate you having wealth. Now people don't care about your personality, your integrity. No, you say, that man worth is also billions of naira or dollars. Now people are not talking about the real value in humanity. So something is missing, and this is a collective thing. You have to respect somebody's belief. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam respects other beliefs. In fact, it is being emphasized, Ahli Kitab. The way and manner he lived with them is there for everybody to see. In fact, it's just a unique and a special situation that every humanity would like to emulate. So it's just unfortunate. I can say societal factor, I think, is also part of our situation, that we are missing out some of the things. But the truth about it, more especially in where we find ourselves today, Islam or Christianity, to the best of my understanding, they are the best, closest religion. They are the most closest religion. They believe there is death. They believe there is God. They believe there is, in fact, it's just a minor differences. But I find it difficult to understand why, and why is it very difficult for them to understand themselves in street.
So I think this is a good place to live, because you've spoken about unity, you've spoken about peace, you've spoken about values, and I do urge people generally to understand that it's not just about 1 month. We need to continue this for the rest of our lives, because this 1 month is just a reminder to us. And like you rightly said, I've seen the similarities. So while the Christians talk about Mount Sinai, where Moses got the commandments, is the same way the Muslims talk about Jabal Musa. And so I understand this. And when you look at it, there's this connection, there's this similarity between it. And so we must refuse to let politicians divide us across religious lines. We must refuse to let ourselves be divided because of resource control and use religion as an excuse. Chief Suleiman Ibrahim is the Sarkin Tilijo of Michika, Adamawa State. Thank you so much for joining us and for educating us on this. We wish you God's blessing and grace as you continue to do what you do. Talking about Nigeria and people, we always encourage entrepreneurship and hard work amongst people. There is dignity in work. And so while we prepare for the Entrepreneur Spotlight, we have a short video to show you, which will lead into Emeka's conversation on our Entrepreneur Spotlight in a bit.